I'm Stephanie, as most of you may know, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on self-portraits, the way I do them for Stephanie and photography. First, I'm going to start off with telling you what you need. So, make sure you have a tripod, preferably a short tripod for this. It really depends on the location you're at. Right now I'm in my backyard, and I'm going to put a preview of a photo that I've taken before using my backyard and a chair. What I have for that is you need like a chair or something to jump off of. Could be a stool. You could try to jump without stuff, but you know, really, I mean, it's just whatever works for you. But I'm going to show you what worked for me. So right now I set up my little tripod, as you can see. Over there I set up my chair so that I can jump off of it. For this particular type of self-portrait, you don't really need a remote because 2 seconds may not be enough for you, and also because my remote doesn't work from that far. And just set the camera on your 10-second timer, and so I'm going to turn it on. As you can see now, it's on. For focusing, you got to do manual focus. So to focus the camera, you need to angle it down towards the chair and do manual focus. And what you really want to do is you want to focus it on the furthest part of the chair, and I'll explain why. So the reason why you're focusing it on the furthest part of the chair, like the other arm that's away from you, is because, see, right there, when you angle it up like that, you can just imagine, here's the chair. If it's focused on that closest part right there, if it angles up, then the focus comes a little bit this way more. I'm gonna have it focused over here on the furthest part of the chair. You can use manual focus for that. And once you have that, you angle it up like this. Now, the settings you want to use for this really depends on the light, because see, in this picture has an auto exposure to get the sky exposed, and I may turn out dark. So right now I'm going to go and jump. I'm gonna do it for video, and it'll show how I am dark, I guess you could say. In that particular shot, I was actually too close and my head was cut off. So it's a good thing, you know, to at least know where you're at. I didn't realize I was that close. So all I have to do is either raise it if I want it that close, or if I want some more room to work with in case I need to like Photoshop something, all I have to do is bring the camera back. So I'm gonna do that. Then once you bring the camera back, you have to refocus on the chair. Remember, furthest spot of the chair so that when you angle it up, you're still in it. Now I'm actually going to include the bottom half of fence, because if my feet happen to touch the fence, like in the photo, then I can just edit that out. So once again, we focus down here on the chair, and then we move it up. You can show a little bit of the fence and sky, and as long as you know you'll be in it, you'll be good. So now that I have that all set up, I have to put the right settings. Now, the settings really depends on your lighting, of course, and if the sun is behind you, but you want your face to show, or if it's off to the side, sometimes when you do an exposure to show you in the photo, it can blow out the sky. And if you don't want to do that, because like right now I have cute little clouds, or spread out clouds, and I don't want the clouds to be blown out. I might actually be lit a decent amount, and I can go in between where the background is okay lit, like I can edit if I need to, and I'm decently lit, and because of that I can edit myself. So this really depends on if you have Photoshop or not, or an editing program. So you can actually take a shot of the sky perfectly exposed and keep the camera there. That way you have that blank sky picture to use if you need to edit it and put it inside the other photo if the sky is blown out. I'm using a 50mm 1.8 in case anyone was wondering. So it's good for this lighting because it's kind of getting towards the evening and the sun is already past the house. Yeah, I'm going to put my settings and I'll show you what I do for this particular lens, and the camera I use is a Canon 5D Mark II. So I can probably do manual. So with manual, I'm going to choose my shutter. And what you can do is take a test shot really quick, and obviously you can see that's blown out. So I want to bring my shutter up because I obviously want my shutter fast. When you hold it down, the shutter button halfway down, you'll notice this tells you the exposure. Now it's pointing at the grass, so That's the exposure for the grass. For the sky, I do want it a little high. I'm probably just gonna leave my aperture at 3.2 because I really don't care. And then a test one. And say I like this sky. I actually do like this sky a little better. So we're just gonna go with that. And if it's too dark, then you just change it. It's at 1/4000. My aperture is 3.2 and I'm on manual. White balance is set to cloudy. ISO is set to auto. So yeah, you could put the ISO to like, if it's really bright, just put it at the lowest you can, and if it's really dark, just put it at like 400 or 800 or whatever, you know. The higher you go, the more noise you may get, and depending on the camera that you have, it may look really horrible. Canon actually does really well on their low lighting stuff. I would recommend a Canon if you don't know what camera to get, but other cameras are nice too. At this point, I'm gonna do 10-second timer. Enjoy! The sky is actually changing, so there's really not like a blue, but there's kind of like a grayish blue and white, so we'll see if that helps. I'm actually not even wearing an outfit for this. I'm just like, I got this new shirt.
So I have to hide my necklace because necklaces tend to fly and hit your face, so I'd recommend not wearing necklaces. And preferably not baggy shirts on top because then they look funny when you jump. Dresses are actually really fun if you're a girl, and if you're a guy who happens to want to try this idea, then you're probably good on whatever you wear. It's up to you.
Now remember, an important factor to doing jump self-portraits is when you have it on 10-second timer or 2-second, whatever you use, you gotta make sure you jump on time, which means you gotta memorize your little beep. Preferably have it on the beep. If you have a silent one, you're gonna have to watch the light. So I just wait for it and then I jump right before I know it's gonna click. So just timing is like the key right here. I mean, good photographers who like, you know, do it a lot, they get the idea of timing, and timing is really important. So I'm assuming anyone who's watching this is really into photography and they know about timing, and that's awesome. So keep trying it over and over until you get used to it. If you've never done this before, then hopefully my tutorial helps you, and here it goes. That one I jumped too early and I'm too dark, so let's brighten it up. That one's timing was a lot better. And you don't want your hair in your face. If you have long hair like me, it's probably gonna get in your face, so you can toss it to the side and look at the camera if you want to. If you do look at the camera, just give it a serious face, like plan your face beforehand. If you don't want to look at the camera, then just look up to the sky. Because some people don't like jumping because their face ends up like, and mine has too. Once you just do it so many times, you'll just feel like you're at home when you're jumping, seriously. Once you get the hang of it, just try really random stuff. It's actually really fun. Too early. Now I'm going to try to put my hands down instead of up. If at this point you notice that you've been blurry, just fix your focus and try to just focus in that area you know you'll be at when you're jumping. Don't give up and don't get discouraged. It's just for fun. Pretty much what it looks like in slow motion. I'm tired. As you can see, this is a workout. So if you don't actually work out and you're a photographer, I would consider doing this all the time and you'll get some workout. I'm gonna try one more shot with a lower shutter speed to see if I can get myself brighter, and we'll see how that goes. Now I decided that looking up would have been better, so I'm gonna look up. It looks like I'm running in air. How awesome. I hope that this tutorial has helped you in taking self-portraits, specifically the jumping kind. I'm so tired right now. got you, fool. I am recording. So what I did is my shutter is at 1,400. I don't know why I said that. You can try to jump without. For my, oopsie, I never do it this way. I always do it a different way.